evening, students. Today is the second day of lockdown 2.0. Last class we have studied Coulomb's law, how to find out the force between two charges, and I had given you two assignments. First one is how to define relative dielectric constant or relative permittivity in terms of force. This is the answer. Suppose there are two charges Q1 and Q2 separated by distance r in vacuum. Then what will be the force between them? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by r square. Now suppose the same two charges are separated by the same distance inside a medium, then F medium will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon. In place of epsilon naught there will be epsilon Q1 Q2 by r square. Epsilon is the permittivity of this medium. In last class we have seen epsilon r is equal to epsilon by epsilon naught, so epsilon will be epsilon r into epsilon naught. So 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught epsilon r Q1 Q2 by r square. Now if you take the ratio F vacuum by F medium, then all will cancel out, we will get epsilon r. So how to define relative permittivity in terms of force? Relative permittivity is the force between two charges separated by distance in vacuum to the force between the same two charges separated by the same distance inside a medium. This comes as one more question in the board examination. And second question I have given you, how to define 1 coulomb charge in terms of force. So before solving that, I had given you the value of epsilon naught, permittivity of vacuum, that was 8.854 into 10 to the power minus 12. What is the unit I had given you? That was coulomb square by Newton meter square. Now if you put this value, what is the value of 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught? You can solve this by putting the value of pi and epsilon naught. It will be 9 into 10 to the power 9. So if there is vacuum between the two charges, in place of k or 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, you can use this value 9 into 10 to the power 9 for numerical purpose. Now we have to define 1 coulomb charge in terms of force. So suppose there are two equal charges Q and Q separated by distance 1 meter in vacuum, and if the force between them is 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton. So what are the data? Q1 is equal to Q2 is equal to Q. Both are equal charge and similar charge. The distance between them is 1 meter and the force between them is 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton. Now put the value in Coulomb's law. F is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q1 Q2 by r square. So your F is 9 into 10 to the power 9. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is 9 into 10 to the power 9. Q1 and Q2, this is Q square. By r is 1 square is 1. So this cancel out. Q square is equal to 1 or Q is equal to plus minus 1 coulomb. So how to define 1 coulomb charge in terms of force? If there are two similar and equal charge separated by distance 1 meter in vacuum, and if the force between them is 9 into 10 to the power 9 Newton, then each charge is 1 coulomb. This is how to define 1 coulomb charge in terms of force. So this is about force between two charges. Today we will see the force between multiple charge, that is superposition principle. Superposition principle, this is nothing but what we have learned in class 11, that is law of vector addition, triangle law of vector addition and parallelogram law of vector addition. And why we will use triangle law and parallelogram law? Because force is a vector quantity. So superposition principle. Today we will see the superposition principle, and tomorrow we will solve the numerical. Superposition principle states that if there is one charge Q1 and suppose there are three other charges Q2, Q3 and Q4. Suppose distance between Q1 and Q2 is R12, Q1 and Q3 is R13, and Q1 and Q4 is R14. Now you have to calculate net force on Q1 due to all these three charge or 4 charge or 1 lakh charge. Then how to calculate the force? The superposition principle states that the resultant force on a given charge due to all other charge is the vector sum of force on the given charge due to individual charge. It means, first of all, what will be, now we will write down the force in vector form. What will be F12, that is force between Q1 and Q2. Suppose you write down the magnitude 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q2 by r12 square. This is the magnitude. Then force between, we have to calculate the force on q1. q1 due to q3 will be 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q3 by r13 square. f14 is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught q1 q4 by r14 square. Now what you have to do, you have to do the vector addition. Net force F will be f12 vector plus f13 vector plus f14 vector. And already we know from class 11 how to do vector addition. So today just I am giving one or two questions. You try this in your home and tomorrow I will tell the answer. Like suppose there is an equilateral triangle. Each side of the triangle is 1 meter. These are the three corners A, B and C. In all the three corners there is 1 coulomb charge, plus 1 coulomb charge each. Q3 is also 1 coulomb. Or you can take like some 2 coulomb, we take 2 coulomb, 2 coulomb and 2 coulomb. And at the median, there is a charge Q4, that is 1 coulomb. So calculate net force on Q4. This is the question. So all the three charges Q1, Q2 and Q3, they are at the corner. Each side of the triangle is 1 meter and each charge is 2 coulomb. You have to calculate the net force on the charge Q4, which is 1 coulomb and which is placed at the centroid. So for today, today you try this question. Tomorrow again we will solve this and we will also solve other questions. Thank you.